Howdy YouTube, and welcome to this episode of The Gunman. So I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a channel update and a workshop update, see what, give you guys a look around the workshop and what I've been up to on that. So we have been pretty busy lately, as you can see here. So it's first thing in the morning now. I'm usually the first one in here. It's around 7:30, that's the time I usually get into work. I usually get in here, open up, turn the lights on, get a few of the cars out and get a head start on some of the jobs. So this week Alan's been in the booth more. I've made a bit of an effort, a deliberate effort to get him into the booth a little bit more. That's actually meant that today's Thursday and I've actually been doing the putty ups all week, so the primer work, I've been doing that all week. So yesterday afternoon, as of about, I don't know, 1 o'clock or something, I just sort of get these primer jobs done. This one here, so this one's going on Friday, tomorrow. Both quarter panels, both rear doors. We've got this one here which is going tomorrow, so that's actually what I did yesterday. I took that as my little project. I thought I'd get the putty ups done and the radiator support sprayed on this Honda Civic here. So as you can see, it's got a layer of dust on it, but it's all sprayed perfectly fine for what it is, and obviously just sprayed that out here in the workshop. A bit of paper is actually quite handy for working around engine bay components so that the plastic's not going to be flapping around. We've got another Land Cruiser here, that one's going next week. These two jobs over here are going next week, so that's all good. And we've got another Jag here that's going tomorrow. It's the black new front bumper. That one's painted. This one here is painted in the booth. This one here is going tomorrow. Here's some of the parts off that Civic, which I'm going to be going in with first up. So as I say, this is the time of the day when I usually do go around and turn everything on. And this is the parts for that black Jetta that you see over there. So it's one of the guys that I work with sprayed that last night. And in this booth, I can't even remember, but yeah, that's right, it's a Honda CR-V. It takes a few minutes for the lights to turn on in there. But yeah, look, I've been pretty busy lately, even just after hours. By the time it comes to 4 o'clock, that's what time I usually leave here. I'm knackered during the weeks, and sometimes on the weekend I just need some time to myself. Like, I've been doing this channel for about 5.5 years now, making these YouTube videos, and I've been quite consistent in weekly uploads throughout that time. But yeah, I got to the point where I just didn't feel like doing the narration on the weekends, and I just put some music on in the background, and been getting some sort of mixed reviews on that. Like a couple of people saying, oh, you know, this YouTube channel used to be good, but now this is just trash or something like that. So I guess yeah, maybe I need to take that feedback, and maybe nothing is better than music, if you know what I mean. Like if I don't have the energy to upload or narrate a video, maybe I'm better off just not putting a video up that week. Either way, let us know your thoughts on that. It's not too big of a deal. I just don't want to lose viewers because they think that that's all I'm going to start putting up, and then, you know, possibly lose their viewership on my good videos, if you know what I mean. So we're still using the Standox basis slack here. We've actually been using this primer now. We don't use that anymore. That's just cheap crap. That's actually about time that got thrown out. We don't use that anymore, the Challenger. But yeah, I've been loving this Syrox HS primer. Really good quality, and it's got a lot better build on it than a lot of the other cheaper primers. And the Standox VOC is staying, but soon we're going to be getting rid of this Standox solvent base coat. So I think it's 2 weeks from now we're doing a bit of a trial on Stando Blue, which is basically the same stuff as Chromax Pro. And then I believe a couple of weeks after that we're trialing the Syrox, so the same brand as that primer. We're going to be trialing that brand water-based. So yeah, it should be a bit of fun. Obviously a few videos to pump out. I'll be definitely uploading videos to my second channel, The Gunman Royal, where I'm just spraying on the fly. So I've been uploading a bit more frequent to that channel. But yeah, I'll definitely put together a couple of proper, you know, good reviews on those couple of products, those couple of paint systems. And yeah, look, I still love this job. I do, you know. And as I was saying to one of my workmates, even about doing prime-ups, it really doesn't bother me, you know. Like if I'm in the booth spraying a job, or if I'm out here doing a bit of primer work and spraying an engine bay, it doesn't really bother me that much. The only thing I don't like doing is getting out the back and having to do polish work. I mean, once you're out there, it's not that bad. It's just like partly mentally, you got to go out the back and do polishing. You know, the annoying thing is that you've got all these jobs in here to go. That's why it just slows me down too much. That's part of the reason I don't like doing it. You know, you could say, well, I'll spend an hour polishing that job, or I could spend an hour, say, getting this one finished off and sprayed tonight, or these prime ups done, or whatever it be. But yeah, no, Alan's still here. I still get a few comments on where's Alan? Is he still hanging around, and how's he doing? So no, Alan's still here and he's still spraying. As I said, been making a bit of an effort to get him in there to spray more, which is good. And look, I think I've just about covered everything. Oh, that was one thing that came to mind. So any would-be sprayers, anyone, you know, thinking of giving it a shot, it's a good idea to have a shave before you do so, because every 2 weeks I need to shave, or maybe every week or two I need to shave, because if you're wearing a respirator, even when you're doing your prep work and stuff like that, if you've got a beard, it actually sort of like makes the respirator sit out a bit, and you can get little bits of pockets of air coming into your respirator, and you'll actually be breathing in the contaminants. So there you go, a little word of wisdom from Gunny. Yeah, another thing I have mentioned in other videos, if you are using a standard respirator compared to a air-fed, you don't really want to be using an air-fed respirator unless you are 100% sure that the air that you're breathing is clean and properly filtered. So what we do here, we've got, this is our regulator for this booth, but then we've got this air filtration system. Now this gets cleaned, not cleaned, it gets checked with this big kit that they've got in like a briefcase. And they test the levels of gases and oils inside there. You can see there's the oil removal set. So that air gets checked once a year to make sure that it is certified, you know, safe to breathe. So this is a booth, and this is the air line that I will plug into the belt on my respirator. As I say, if you didn't have one of them and you weren't sure that the air you were breathing is nice and safe, forget about using an air fed and just use just use a half mask and maybe some glasses or something like that. I think 3M have actually got some pretty good full face masks that just have cartridges. So yeah, I do get those comments sometimes. Like when I first started working here, they actually didn't have that oil removal set and yeah, the air filtration system. People are like, oh, where you're air fed? And I mean, you know, you get a lot of the comments. You don't have time to type out to every single person exactly what I just told you guys then, you know. I would sooner wear a cartridge respirator than breathe in oils out of a compressor. Really bad for you. Probably worse than the 2-pack paints. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a chemical specialist, and what is and isn't good for you. But yeah, as I say, this job here is done by one of the other guys here. Obviously just fitting a couple of jobs in at once, maximizing the booth space. So this one's down to go tomorrow again. And look, I think that's just about a video there, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy watching, and yeah, look, if I ever do get to the point where I'm like a little bit busy to make a video for the week, don't panic. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just busy enjoying life and maybe doing what you guys do on the weekend and actually sitting down and relaxing for a change, you know. Like, I mean, I do enjoy making my videos, but sometimes I just need to chill out and relax. So yeah, what else have we got coming up soon? We've got maybe a couple of spray gun reviews. I don't know, I didn't get around to making a review on this Durr spray gun here. So it may look a little bit familiar because it's the same actual gun as the Nordson. So I did do a review on this. I mean, they're a fine gun. But I got a couple of these Durs out. The price has come down significantly, but I'll see if you can hear it. It's not this one, it must be this one here. The trigger on one of these was sort of a little bit sticky, and I don't know, it just sort of tainted the quality of the gun for me, so I didn't end up doing a review. But yeah, that's one that I will get around to doing soon. Anyway, I guess I better get to work. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that video, and stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you subscribe. Go over and check out my other channel, which is called The Gunman Raw. There's links in the description, and there will be one at the end screen of this video too. So yeah, that's about it. Now you've seen this video, get out there and paint some shit, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. Gunman out.